Hello, and thank you for taking a few moments to learn about Alonso High School's Magnet IB program. My name is Brian Hoover, Assistant Principal for Magnet Curriculum here at Alonso High School, and over the next 20 minutes or so, I hope to give you some information to help you decide about applying to Alonso High School's great new Magnet program. Alonso High School is excited and proud to be an IB candidate school. What this means is while we cannot go around and say we are an IB World School, we are currently undergoing the authorization process through our partners at IB International as well as our IB consultant. This was a process started last year, and we hope now that we have students enrolled in our program as well as a teaching faculty that's currently being trained, we will be fully authorized by fall or winter of 2021 with plenty of time before our current ninth graders get to junior year where the IB diploma program really kicks in. The first question that I'd like to address is what is IB? While many times students and families think about academics only when considering an IB program, IB really is so much more. On the screen are 10 characteristics or traits known as the IB Learner Profile. Traits that IB International, as well as Alonso High School, hopes that our students leave with after 4 years in a program, specifically the 2 years in the diploma program during junior and senior year. 3 that I'd like to highlight are risk takers, communicators, and well-balanced. IB hopes that students, after going through an IB diploma program, are comfortable taking risks. One of the first risks a student can take is actually applying to any magnet program, specifically an IB program like Alonso. Another trait that I like to focus on is communicators. Communication is hugely important in the 21st century, not only in college, but also while entering the workforce. IB puts special emphasis on communication skills, whether it's the written word or standing up and presenting in front of a room full of your peers or teachers. Finally, I want to focus on well-balanced, which is something we'll come to a few times during the presentation. IB really does want well-rounded, well-balanced students in their programs. While academics are important, IB encourages students to be creative, to step out of their comfort zone artistically. They encourage students to get out and be active and take care of their mind and body, as well as provide service to their school, family, and larger community. But we can't deny that many times the first thing families and students think about when they're considering IB is academics, and IB really is a rigorous academic program. Indeed, it is probably the most rigorous academic program we offer here in Hillsborough County, in the state of Florida, and actually around the world. 4 years of an IB program can look like a typical high school experience that me or mom or dad went through when we were in high school. 4 years of English, math, science, social studies. But IB is at a much higher level. In addition, something that differentiates IB from other programs is the 4 years of a foreign language that is required. At Alonso High School, we are offering Spanish as well as German. We're the first IB program in Hillsborough County to offer German as a language option in addition to Spanish. The other 4 schools offer Spanish and French. The goal of 4 years in a world language is so students leave the program fluent in that second language, speaking, understanding, but also writing and reading in that language. Other courses that are specific to the IB programs and Alonso's Magnet program are Inquiry Skills. This is a course that all 9th grade students in the IB programs takes. It's an introduction to IB as well as a transition to high school course where students learn how to earn their IB diploma, what IB really means. They go over the IB Learner Profile, learn research, presentation, and writing skills. Another IB course comes at the junior and senior year called Theory of Knowledge, which is a seminar type course where students debate and discuss what knowledge means in various forms. It's almost like a philosophy course. In this course, students will also go through the process of writing their extended essay, a college-length research paper where students choose their topic and are guided by an extended essay advisor. In addition to the 4 years of English, world language, math, social studies, and science, students can also take traditional electives like band, orchestra, theater, ROTC, or computer courses. However, during junior and senior year, they will be required to take an elective at the IB level. This could be a second science for more math and science-minded students like biology, chemistry, or physics. Other options that we'll discuss as our students get to junior and senior year could be IB Economics, IB Psychology, or the Visual Arts at the IB level. Something to note, all high schools who offer IB curriculums in Hillsborough County have divided the IB program into two parts: pre-IB coursework in the 9th and 10th grade, and then the official diploma program curriculum coursework in grades 11 and 12. Again, IB International only focuses on the diploma program coursework that students are offered in the junior and senior year. Now I'd like to take a few moments to go over the special features of Alonso's Magnet IB program as well as the other 4 Magnet IB programs in Hillsborough County. The first is the worldwide curriculum. The concepts and content that we cover here at Alonso High School during junior and senior year once we are fully authorized IB school will be the same curriculum that's being taught in IB schools around the world, which means that colleges and universities really understand what it means when a student has an IB course on their transcript. Another huge benefit is the research class, which is unique to our IB schools here in Hillsborough County. This is a dedicated supervised study hall in a teacher's classroom that is available to IB Magnet students at all 5 IB schools in Hillsborough County. We also call this a JA here in our IB programs. Again, this means that a student can have up to 85 to 90 minutes each day built into their school day schedule to work on tutoring with teachers, collaborating with peers, studying, doing homework, or finishing up classwork from other classes. This is a huge benefit and helps to account for the great success that our IB programs have here in Hillsborough County. Another benefit that our students appreciate is the rotating block schedule. While most high school students here in Hillsborough County take 7 or 8 courses each day that meet for 45 to 50 minutes, our IB students take 4 courses daily that meet for 85 to 90 minutes. For many students, this will be 3 academic courses or blocks and 1 study hall course or block that will meet on one day. The next day, they will meet with 3 different academic courses as well as a different study hall or elective, and then it will return to day 1 on day 3. So Monday, you may have math, science, and history as well as a study hall. And on Tuesday, you may have science, Spanish, and inquiry skills as well as a study hall. Then on Wednesday, you'll meet with those same Monday classes. This is great for students because it allows 2 days to process information gone over in class as well as complete homework and other assignments. Our teachers love it because it allows for 85 to 90 minutes of uninterrupted time to complete labs, rich class discussions, or allow students to do multiple presentations. Another benefit of IB is our specially trained IB core faculty. IB requires its teachers to be trained by IB authorized providers. 3 of our teachers are currently undergoing that training this month and will join Mr. Hart and myself to be fully authorized by IB to teach the IB curriculum by the end of the month. The remainder of our current faculty will go through this same training in December. So by the end of 2020, all members of our IB faculty currently at Alonso High School will have been trained. Our teachers are also available for tutoring, not only during those study hall times, but often before and after school, and yes, this year, even during Zoom. There is special IB faculty members at each of the 5 IB schools, including an IB coordinator, also known as the assistant principal for Magnet Curriculum, an IB counselor, who here at Alonso is Miss Diana Beauregard, as well as resources for students to help them with college and career decisions. These resources for college and career counseling will be ramped up for our IB students as we get closer to junior and senior year. So after all this talk about academic rigor, students and parents may be asking, why should I choose IB? Well, I can tell you, after spending nearly 8 years at 2 different IB schools, the benefits can be endless. IB students really are more engaged in high school, and again, I've seen this firsthand. IB students tend to be leaders on campus, presidents of clubs and organizations, captains of athletic teams, and highly engaged in the visual and performing arts programs as well as other electives. They also tend to be more prepared for college. IB says that 98% of IB diploma program students felt that they were well prepared or very well prepared for their future studies. Over the years, I've had many IB students who have graduated return and tell me that college was actually easy for them, specifically that first year, while their roommates who had not gone through an IB program were up late worrying about writing their first big college paper or presenting in front of a class or professor. This was old hat for our IB students. IB students also have increased SAT and ACT scores. This is probably attributed to many different reasons, but a few that you may consider was the emphasis on critical thinking in IB, as well as the written word and communication skills. Our IB students are also more likely to succeed in college, get less frustrated as freshmen, or even drop out. Our IB students tend to finish a bachelor's degree in 4 years or less, while the norm now for a 4-year degree happens to be 5 or more years. This is because they are more prepared for college, but also because they bring a number of college credits with them in most cases, which we'll discuss later. Something else to consider is that colleges recognize the value of IB and seek out IB students, as they know IB is a program of study rather than a few courses that students may select because they shine in those areas. Colleges really understand that when they see an IB student who has gone through the program, they're getting a well-rounded academic student. Many parents like to know what are the benefits of IB when it comes to college admissions. I'll start off by saying, because your student is in an IB program, we cannot or do not guarantee that they will get into any particular college or university. But, as you'll see over the next 2 slides, it is more likely. IB students make strong college applicants. The average accept rate of IB students into various colleges and universities is 22% of the total population, and we'll take a look at specific colleges and universities in a moment. IB says that 84% of IB students attend their top choice college and university. Another thing to consider is scholarship opportunities. In Florida, there's a program known as the Florida Bright Futures Scholarship. Currently, students who earn their IB diploma at the end of senior year are eligible for the highest level of this Bright Future Scholarship, currently 100% to an in-state university. This is regardless of the student's GPA, SAT score, or ACT score. So, a student who is a hard worker, dedicated, and earns their IB diploma at the end of senior year, but may not have done so well on the SAT, is still currently eligible for a 100% scholarship through the state of Florida to a state university through the Florida Bright Futures Scholarship Program. In addition, our students take with them when they enter college a number of college credits through how well they perform on their IB examinations at the end of senior year, as well as AP exams. Yes, you heard right. AP courses are integrated into our IB programs at all 5 high schools in Hillsborough County. Students will take AP courses during their sophomore and junior year, and will have opportunities to take and sit for AP exams during their senior year as well. Most IB students leave with at least 30 college credits, depending on how well they do on their IB examinations and AP exams over the course of 4 years, specifically those IB exams taken in May of their senior year. For how specific colleges and universities accept IB and AP credit, we always recommend that you look at the college's website or speak to an admissions representative. This chart shows some admission statistics from when IB did research in 2011 that was published in 2012. We're hoping for more updated information in the coming years, but this paints a great picture of how colleges and universities look at IB students. If we look at the University of Florida, in 2011, 42% of all applicants were granted admission to the University of Florida. For students who went through an IB program, 82% of those who applied to the University of Florida were granted admission. If we look at a more selective college or university, for example, Yale, that same year, 7% of all applicants to Yale were granted admission. 18% of applicants who went through an IB program were granted admission. If we look at another Florida school, the University of Central Florida that same year admitted 47% of applicants, but 90% of applicants who went through an IB program. Finally, if we look at Florida State, this year, in 2011, 60% of applicants were accepted into Florida State University. 92% of IB students who applied to Florida State University that same year were granted admission. Again, like I said, there are no guarantees that your student will get into any specific college or university, but after going through an IB program, as you can see here, it's probably much more likely. So now I'd like to talk about why Alonso may be a good fit for you, your student, and your family. Alonso started with our first cohort of 9th grade magnet students this school year and are excited to welcome about another 125 to 150 students into next year's 9th grade magnet IB class here at Alonso. So what makes us different? We have a lot of great elective options here at Alonso High School for all of our students. Yes, including those magnet students part of our IB program. We have award-winning performing arts programs here at Alonso, including band, orchestra, chorus, and an internationally recognized theater program. In addition, we have rich visual arts programs, including drawing, painting, studio art, AP art, ceramics, and pottery. We also have a criminal justice program, a veterinary assisting and ag program, an early childhood education 4-year program, where we actually run a preschool here on Alonso's campus. We also have a wonderful ROTC program and a number of business and computer courses, including accounting, TV production, marketing, and an impressive modeling and simulation program. We would like to encourage students who are band students to plan on participating in band here at Alonso for 4 years, even if you get into our Magnet IB program. If you're an orchestra student, you should continue on in orchestra. Your IB experience should not preclude you from being part of an organization or an elective that you love. In fact, we encourage our IB students to participate in these exciting elective opportunities. In addition to great electives, we also have great clubs here at Alonso High School and a full athletic program. Alonso High School offers all of our athletic programs that are offered across Hillsborough County. In addition, we have lacrosse, which is offered at a select number of high schools here in our county. We also have a great number of diverse clubs here at Alonso, and we encourage our IB students to get involved in these clubs early on. As you'll hear shortly, we really do want our IB students to have a full high school experience that includes electives, clubs, and athletics. Many times students ask, well, what do I have to give up to be part of an IB program? And my answer is really nothing. You should have a full high school experience while taking advanced coursework in a Magnet IB program. IB students still participate in pep rallies, homecoming dances, athletic contests, plays, concerts. As a matter of fact, they're participants in many of these athletic contests and performing in many of our plays and concerts. Our IB Magnet students are excited to get into programs like student government, where they can help plan pep rallies and new traditions like Alonso's Color Run. We also encourage them to get involved in their community and organizations like Relay for Life, to participate in field trips. Again, IB students should have a full high school experience. High school is not only about academics, and we encourage our IB students to take advantage of everything Alonso High School has to offer. I'd like to wrap up with a few frequently asked questions. Who chooses IB? All types of students choose an IB program. Yes, there are students that are very smart. There are students that are highly motivated, but also students who want to challenge themselves, who want to experience a global curriculum, and students who want to surround themselves with like-minded peers. Many times students will say, "I'm not the smartest kid in my class. Do you think IB is for me?" My answer is yes. I've seen firsthand that smart students do succeed in IB programs. But highly motivated, hardworking, dedicated students achieve at higher or similar rates to their very smart peers. So yes, IB is for smart kids, but it's also for hardworking kids who want to challenge themselves with something a little different during high school. To wrap up, we'd like to talk about the admissions process. The admissions process for Alonso Magnet IB is run by the Hillsborough County Choice Magnet Office. The application window runs from November 2nd through December 11th, 2020, and the application process is all completed online through the school district website by searching Go Magnet. Algebra 1 is a requirement to apply for Alonso Magnet and the other IB schools. So we ask that only students currently enrolled in Algebra 1, Algebra 1 Honors, or a geometry course apply for Alonso Magnet or the other IB programs. Physical science and foreign languages such as Spanish 1 or 2 are not required to apply for Alonso Magnet or other IB programs. As a matter of fact, all 9th grade students accepted into Alonso Magnet will take Pre-IB Spanish 1 or Pre-IB German 1 as a freshman, regardless of whether they took high school credit Spanish during middle school. Those courses will still go on students' transcripts, you will still earn that credit, and it will still be calculated in a GPA, but all students start in 9th grade in Alonso Magnet in Spanish 1 Pre-IB or German 1 Pre-IB, as these are different courses with very different curriculums. Something to consider is that admissions to Alonso IB are lottery-based. This is a process that we started last year and saw great success. We have a wonderfully diverse and talented group of 9th graders currently here at Alonso High School in our Magnet program that were selected through the lottery process. This is a process we will continue for next year's 9th grade cohort. Academics are considered by the Choice Office when placing students into the academic lottery. Things that they look at include student grades from 7th grade and the first 9 weeks of 8th grade, as well as the last standardized test score that a student has on file. For many students, this will be the 6th grade test that they took in spring of their 6th grade year. The reason we look at these academics before placing students in a lottery is because we want to make sure students are set up for success. If you have any questions about the admissions process, please feel free to reach out to me at Alonso High School. I'll be sharing my contact information shortly. You can also reach out to the School District Choice Office, as they are a great partner in this admissions process and always willing to answer any questions. I will share their information shortly as well. Something else to consider is transportation. At this time, we can only guarantee transportation options for students who are currently zoned for Alonso as their neighborhood or attendance area's school. What this means is, if your neighborhood school is Lato, Sickles, Jefferson, or Steinbrenner, we cannot guarantee transportation, and you should plan on, if accepted, transporting your student to and from Alonso for the next 4 years. We do have options for after school for students who cannot pick up families right at dismissal, but again, we can only guarantee transportation at this time for students who are currently zoned for Alonso as their neighborhood school. Again, we encourage all students to apply during the district's application window from November 2nd to December 11th, 2020, as there is no guarantee there will be additional application windows. And applying for Alonso Magnet or another program does not commit you to accepting that offer, even if you're offered a spot. Right now, I encourage you to apply, even if you're only slightly interested. And then if you get an offer, you can make that accept decision in February of 2021 when you receive those offers. Again, if you are even considering Alonso Magnet in the slightest, we encourage you to apply online from November 2nd through December 11th, 2020. The application process is all online and for most families only takes a couple minutes. Thank you so much for paying attention for the past 25 minutes. I sincerely hope you've learned a little bit about Alonso, our IB program, what IB means, what the benefits are, and what a true high school experience can look like for an IB student. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me here at Alonso High School. My email address is in the center of the screen, brian.hoover@sdhc.k12.fl.us. I've also placed my phone number here at Alonso High School with my direct extension, which is 813-356-1525, extension 328. The phone number for the Choice office for Hillsborough County is also on your screen if you have any application questions. Again, if you have any questions about Alonso's Magnet program or anything about Alonso High School, a great option for you and your family, please feel free to reach out to me. On behalf of our principal, Mr. Ken Hart, I'd like to thank you for taking time to look at Alonso High School. We hope you'll consider applying for our Magnet IB program this year. Thank you, and go Ravens!